More Than Graphics podcast and everyday celebrations with Get Silly Creative invites you to our second Ugly Sweater virtual party, December 16th on National Ugly Sweater Day. Join us live on Facebook or YouTube at 1 p.m. for a little midday merriment with various festive activities like gingerbread house decorating, holiday trivia, and sharing some of our fave holiday memories. Watch award-winning entrepreneur Priscilla Aguila, media guru Danielle Meadows-Stinnett, and MTG podcast co-host Cicely for a memorable Geek Girl celebration of the holiday season. So throw on your festive PJs or your ugly sweater and join us for a festive time. What's up, everybody? We made it! Happy holidays, everybody. I'm living the dream. Haven't actually, to be honest, in this season right now, it can get kind of crazy. You got family stuff going on. Maybe you got work stuff that you're trying to kick out by the end of the week, because Lord knows the holidays right around the corner. Wherever you are in this season of hustle and bustle, I hope that you find an area of joy. Wherever that is in this conversation today, that's really what this little telecast is all about, creating this level of joy. And luckily, I've got two other amazing, crazy creative and amazing ladies with me today to kind of kick it off. So for those who don't know, I'm Danielle.
I'm Cicely.
And that's Priscilla. Her mic is muted. You got it.
I'm going mute this year. No comments from the audience.
Oh, shoot. I feel like everybody in this season right now is kind of a little bit on mute with everything going on with either health or just stuff in the news that's been circulating lately. It can be really chaotic. So this is our time to really just kick back, celebrate the win, celebrate the little things, and kind of get our hearts kind of prepped for this extra room we're making for all these festive things that are happening over the next week and a half, 2 weeks. What is it left? 2 weeks of 2022? That's it?
Oh, yeah, 15 days. That's crazy.
Gross.
That's crazy.
That was my thing. My thing was how do I fit, all these little things that are left of the year in these little 14 days? So I am really excited, though, that I'm going to be taking a break because I so need one. I'm looking forward to being still, that sort of feel. But what are you guys looking forward to, in kind of the next 2 weeks?
Priscilla.
Me? Oh, well, my minis are leaving tomorrow or until the new year. So I kind of have a little bit of, mixed feelings about that because I'm need out. But it's sad because I'm Max turns 7 on the 22nd. So that's sad. And we took Santa pictures yesterday and he already looked big.
Oh.
So, but I am glad because, Spooner and I, we need some solo time, and I want some solo time. And so it'll be nice. It's nice.
Yeah, totally relate. Yeah, most of our kids are out and away. Yes, go right ahead, Cicely.
I understand that. It's bittersweet. Luckily they're still littles, even though they're big littles. But yeah. Liam's a teenager. He just turned 13 this year. So that's a whole new wave of emotions. And I thought every birthday I feel that I get over it, right? I'm fine. I know he's older, clearly. And then every birthday it just proves to me that I'm not over it yet.
No.
So he already told me, that he would I asked him well, what do you want to do for Christmas break? Thinking oh, you're gonna spend some time with mom. He's oh, I'll probably go to Grammy's house. And I was the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
I guess I can split time between you guys. And I'm oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Excuse me.
Right.
So, I'm looking forward to I've been having the time off from school. This is my second or week and a half. I've been out of school for a week and a half now. It has been amazing. I feel things have been slow and fast at the same time. My days have been passing by slower, but the weeks are going by super fast. Mm-hmm. But I'm just, I'm taking my time. I'm just enjoying this little itty bitty, 15 to 20 days that I have left before class begins again, and just enjoying time with family and literally just taking it all in, being a normal person for the next 3 weeks. I get to be a normal adult
right
for 3 weeks. So it feels good. So I'm just enjoying the season and looking forward to spending time with my grandparents and my family and my mom and Ryan and the kids. So I'm looking forward to downtime.
Oh, I love this. And I feel like too, like when we talk about this downtime, it looks like a couple of different ways, right? Like we're so different but also very similar in a lot of ways. Let me just say that. But I like the fact that it is different. Like different holidays for Priscilla's, different types of the way that we celebrate holidays, all individually different. I think that's huge. And I think it's a good reflection too of the community that continues to support us. So we all are doing different, marry in our own way, right? Marry your way.
Yes, marry it up.
Marry your way. So I love that we're going that direction. That kind of leads into this like cool, extra bonus segment where we're gonna, show off our gingerbread houses and do all the cool stuff. So I know Priscilla is still in construct of our house replica of the gingerbread house.
Stressing me out. This is stressing me out.
Priscilla the builder over there, and Cicely is 0-2 for gingerbread. Like, forgot it last year, forgot it this year. Apparently, that's just gonna be my thing.
I might just do the front, and we'll just pretend.
It's perfect, right? It's the only piece that didn't become broken.
I love this so much. Okay, so the gingerbread house was something that I kind of like when we first started the show. Mind you, this is our second time running. So if you guys are new to this, please go check out the previous one, the first one that we did. I love the fact that we are doing this again because different starts for different folks. And, the gingerbread houses change up every year. So I love the fact that we do different ones. We always kind of like plan ahead of time. Like Priscilla was like, these are the ones that I think I'm gonna do, and I'm just like, girl, I think my husband bought one off Amazon like the other day. So which is what happened this year. So he surprised me with some a dual set of gingerbread houses, and I thought that was really neat, really nice. And I love the fact too that some of these houses now are coming together. Whatever your tradition is around gingerbread houses, maybe it's decorating for Christmas, maybe it's a goth house, whatever it is. I think it's really cool that's another way that people can kind of stay connected and do stuff during the holiday season, whether you're in person or you're far away. So I can kind of show you a little bit of what my gingerbread house looks like. Let me see if I can find it.
Yes, we want to see it.
I want to see this.
And I'll just admire from afar.
You're admiring my kit, actually. It's what you're doing. You're admiring
Danielle, you are my Pinterest board.
I try not to like overdo it for the gingerbread though. Like that's my thing. I try not to overdo it. I know better because I don't think that's
Danielle, I'm a designer.
I was gonna say,
I can at least show you the kit,
but it turns out amazing every time. She's like, I didn't even like really do that much, and it looks great.
So this is my kit, so I don't know if you can see it, but it's like pretty much like a 2-pack, right? So I love the fact that it has 2 houses, and usually I decorate one, and then my kids go back and like decorate one. So that was my goal originally, was to like show this little video of like all the kit and what it comes together. But I'll share the links of that in the comment section as well, so people can kind of check that out too. So that's kind of where I'm at right now with like gingerbread housing and all kinds of festive decorations. I know for those who follow me on TikTok, I went all extra and a little out this year. It's because I had a lot of extra energy. So just kind of know that's what I was doing. What about you guys? Are you guys decorating? I'm sure you guys are in decorative mode. I know Priscilla is clearly in decorative mode.
Obviously. Look, I was like, look, you can see the tree. I think last year,
yes,
set up behind her. Like we could see everything like kind of decorated.
Well, I was in a different space last year.
Yeah, I remember.
But my mantle is still here. It's on the other side, actually.
Nice. Do you do a Christmas mantle as well? Like, do you decorate your mantle for the holidays?
Yeah, we have a real mantle now, and then this is the one I got over at Street Scene. I told you I got it over in Lexington, right? And so that one is what I have, and I decorate it I find anything, decorate it.
Right, go forth. I'm so for this. I love the fact that you decorate. I love your tree this year. I love it every year, but I love your tree this year particularly.
Well, because this is his tree. And it was so great because all of his decorations are sweet tooth decorations, like we fit every single tree on it, and I was a little concerned, like, how are we going to merge it together? But it all looks good together.
I love it.
Yeah.
A joint tree.
It is a joint tree. Well, not a joint tree, but it's a merged tree.
Yes, right. Together, a merged, a combined tree. Gotta pick my words carefully around that one.
Yes, you do.
I love it.
Okay, so my next thing was to talk a little bit more about some of our favorite things that we talked about product wise. So I kind of want to like dig into that because I know I want to do a little bit of everything for everyone. So we can kick off. Whoever wants to go first, doesn't matter to me. We could do favorite things, and we can kind of talk about some of the whatever that is.
Go on, Cicely. I didn't hear yours. You tell me yours.
Yeah. So this is for the student, whether that be the adult student or the younger student in your life. And then also for the person who's an entrepreneur and or works at home. These are the things that I found were so helpful and definitely game changers for me in 2022. So we have links. I sent Danielle the links. We'll post them. So the Clever Fox Planner, it's their premium version. Hold on, I actually have it so I can show it to you. So Clever Fox Planner, it is my love. I absolutely love this planner. This is in the royal blue color, which is one of my favorites. This planner has been a lifesaver. This is one that you fill out, so everything is empty and you start kind of whenever you want to. So I always have everything filled out, but this is just like the blank pages. This is the weekly pages, which I absolutely love. That's my favorite part about it. I love having the space to write things weekly. Then it gives you like a to-do list on the side. There's so many things. And I have huge handwriting, so everything fits there. In the beginning, there's like a section for goals and planning for the year, for quarters. There's my ever highlighted actual month ahead.
Okay.
Y'all, there's a lot going on.
You're busy.
So you can put in the month and you can write all the things that you need to. There's so much space. So I'm in love with this planner and I will be buying it again. Mine runs out in March. So
heck yeah.
So, and it comes in like 17 different colors. It's awesome. I convinced my mom to get one. So it's like literally one of my favorite things that has like kind of taken my organization game to the next level for this year.
Yes.
I would say the second thing is I finally got an iPad again. Like I was not really an iPad fan for work. Like I'd never used it for work. It's usually not compatible with any of the things I have to use for school because they use things that are like only like laptop or computer compatible most of the time. So I got the stylus for the iPad that I got just because I was being fancy, and I absolutely love it. So I can write notes, I can take notes like in my own handwriting, I can draw things.
Come on.
I went on the cheap side and got the Amazon version, not the Apple version. So it was like $20 and it was well worth the price. Like, and I got it in baby blue because my iPad is baby blue. So it was one of my favorite things too, and I love it. I'm so excited. I think I have it up here so I can show it to you guys. But it's so cute.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
We're showing it off. So here's my little stylus, baby blue.
Yes,
so pretty. Matches my iPad. We love to see it. And then one of the other things that again is kind of work related, school related. So I'm actually utilizing it right now, so I can't show you, but I got a tablet stand. So it sits on my desk. Ooh. So my laptop is here, my iPad is here, and like I can turn it vertically, I can turn it horizontally. So it's really awesome. I love, so easy to use. Again, around $20 because I said student first. Remember that part. Student means you don't have as much money as you normally do. So that's one of the things too, that like if you have an iPad, this is great not just for students but entrepreneurs. When you have your meetings, like all my Zoom meetings for work, Zoom meetings for school, like Teams meetings, I do everything on the iPad and then I can take notes on my laptop, and it's been a game changer. And me and Danielle joke about this all the time. So when I'm in nursing school, I don't ever watch TV. Like I don't ever get a chance to watch TV because I'm usually studying. Yeah. So like not a product, but my new guilty pleasure is the Peacock app and these crazy reality shows that they have on there. Like I've been hooked. Like I've finished, like I'm on my way to finishing my second reality show in 2 days. Like it's
wow. So, watch out, world.
Right. New reality show. But I've been a reality show fan since like Real World. Like Real World, the original came on when I was like probably in elementary school, like 4th or 5th grade. Mm-hmm. So I had no business watching it when I was, but that's okay too. But I love Real World, like Flavor of Love, like the OG reality shows. That's kind of where I am. So these newfangled shows, they have there's like a kind of a knockoff version of 90 Day Fiance. It's like Love Internationally or Love Abroad, something like that. But like they take singles in the US, they work with a matchmaker, and they find you a matchmaker in a complete other country. You don't even find out what country this person's in, their name, nothing, until the matchmaker comes and she's like, hey, it's time to go, pack your bags. And you're like, what? So then you go to whatever country she found the match for you, and you actually go live with this person on a visiting visa. That's the sketchy part to me. But you go live with this person for 90 days. So I gotta get the official show name, and I'll come back to that. But I'm like, it's the craziest social experiment I've ever seen. And like people are going, like they're going to Ghana, they're going to Ireland, they're going to Paris, France. I was like, okay, because y'all are braver than me.
Right?
I could not. So I'm living through them. I could go do it if I were not married, but I don't think I could go live with a complete stranger for 90 days, like one-on-one. I don't think that could happen. So I'm excited about it. But I'm all like telling Ryan about it because he's not, my husband Ryan, he's not a reality show guy at all. He don't even care about that stuff. I talk about these people like I know them, like, oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe what Aaron did. Aaron went to France and he's over there acting crazy, and he's just like, okay, that's nice.
Is he gonna watch it with you at all?
I mean, he might. I'll drag him into it. He'll be like, oh, let me see what's on TV, and then like I'll put it on. But I've just been having a good time enjoying TV again, because I have not been able to enjoy TV as much in the last few months. So it makes me happy. It's a guilty pleasure. So,
yeah.
I love that. Oh my gosh. I love it. Okay, so you have another one? I'm sorry.
No, I said it's good stuff.
Yes, it is. Like, I think that's super awesome. Like, I think for me, Peacock app is probably like one of my top 3 favorite things to go to, just for television, period. Hulu is up there. Obviously, Netflix is up there, but Peacock is up there. They're really challenging the bar with pushing out some really creative shows. And I've also seen it's more accessible. To believe it or not, Theo has Peacock on his non-cellular iPhone. So it's just one of those situations where I'm like, that's what he goes to when he wants to watch something on TV. He picks up Peacock.
I love it. My boy's got taste.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I'm assuming, Cicely, that was your full list of items. So that means, Priscilla, that you're going to be up next.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, I don't have any of this stuff, because it's like I don't have any of this stuff. Let me pull up my list unless you have it.
Okay.
I was just trying to give you one. I do have one that I wanted to go and shout out. It's my buddy Greg, and I was practicing how to say his biz. It's Italian pronunciation. Craftsman, right? Artigiano. Designs, right? And so he has these wonderful craftsmen, like woodworking pens. Like there's a pen on there that I want. It's it's a pink pen, and so I think I like it. But he's got a lot of cool. He had a Doctor Who. He hasn't told me yet. There's a Doctor Who pen, right?
Yes.
Danielle, did you see it?
I mean, this is the coolest thing. I did. Like, I had to figure out how fast I could get it. I did look at it.
I'll hook you up, girl. But no, he had that, and then I was thinking there's like even like a Tabasco sauce one, and he makes them out. It's just so cool. So that's one of the things on my list. Another one on my list that I saw was this. Anna reminded me of this clock. It's called Freakish Clock, but the one that I want they don't have in stock. So it's got it's a round clock, right? And it's black, and they have like a pie piece cut out so you can see what the hour is, and then they have like a bright color for the minute. So you can see it together. And so it would be so cool, right? But they've got that one. And then I think I saw a Scrabble memo board.
Ooh.
So you have like
this is my love language.
Yes, right? And they have, because I love Scrabble. And they have one, I believe it's got like the one side that you can write your little messages, and then you can like your turn. Like you'll put the person's little tag on their name.
Yeah.
And I really love that. And I think, what else did I have on there? I had a bag. Have you seen these 2D bags?
That are like, okay, so the character, the themes that I've seen only are like, I look at the geeky ones, like Star Wars.
No. Well, I saw somebody on like Instagram that she's been doing these 2D. Can't do multitasking anymore as I've gotten older. 2D cakes, so they look like animated type of things, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, that's the link. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so then the bag looks a little bit like that. And I'm like, I totally want one. Because I'm like, my computer bag I posted the other day, it's not working for me anymore. And,
okay.
I need something new. So I'm looking, but then it's nowhere, right? It's nowhere.
Mm.
So that's one. What else did I have on there? Do you remember? Let me see.
I'm actually pulling it up right now as we're talking.
I think I got most of them.
Yep.
I think I got
it is. Yeah, the computer bag, the Scrabble board,
Letterfolk. Have you done the tile mats yet? Letterfolk. Nope. I want those.
Those are cute.
But I have a feeling that this would become a problem. If we actually get this will be a problem. So we went to this wonderful B&B, Airbnb over in Canal Fulton, like Cleveland, and they had this bistro tile look type of thing, the black and white. So they have these this place is a Letterfolk, and they have tiles, so you can design your own. Give me, and you can make your own, have it say your own things. And I was like, I could go crazy on this. So let's go crazy and let's go figure out how that happens.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Okay. I'm at their website now. It's awesome.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm kind of like putting the links in the comments. Like, this is so cool. I do love this. I want to make sure people know that we are putting the links to all these things in the chat right now. So whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, you will get links to them so you can check them out. We'll also put them in the description of the video as well. So it's forever listed.
Etched in history.
Yes.
Etched in history.
Now share your stuff, Danielle.
Yes. So mine was really kind of more simplified, and I actually need to go back and like look exactly what I was gonna say for that. Just so I make sure I didn't miss anything. Cicely, I love all your links so much. I'm like gonna probably get a stylus pad, just so you know. I'm just gonna write that down. The more I look at it, I'm more like, I need to do it. I just need to do it.
I mean, it's awesome, and especially for design. Like, I know, like, you'll be actually actively designing things. I'm just writing and drawing and doodling and being silly, but it's still helpful, and I like it. So.
Okay, so mine was mostly like, okay, so this is all of, I need to label this Priscilla's favorite things. Okay, here we go. Fave things. All right, so I'm doing it in real time. All right, so there's one. And then we'll go ahead and knock out Cicely's yours next. So mine, actually, to start off, was really simple. I wanted to do something that's easily for me to assess. It's easy to access. And then two, I wanted to learn more because I love like learning new things. Okay. So a big thing that I'm pushing for is like Skillshare or online learning of any kind. So Skillshare is one of my go-to places that I go to specifically to learn new things. So I love that. That's one of my favorite things. I encourage anyone who wants to learn about pretty much anything, but it focuses a lot in the creative realm as well. So learning how to make a wreath, learning how to play around maybe in Adobe programs, maybe learning how to set up Facebook ads, things along those lines. I love learning new things. So that's kind of like my jam. So one of my favorite things is definitely Skillshare. I'll share a link for that because obviously I love Skillshare so much that they gave me a special code to use, and I would love for you to use it. Yay. All right. So the other thing that I really love, there's a specific podcast mic. The one that I use right now is the Samsung, not Sung, not the TV, Samsung Q2U, and it's wonderful. It's my favorite, one of my favorite mics. This is the one that's probably the most long-standing. It's the most professional one that I use to record voiceovers and all the cool work that we do at Octane. So I love this mic. It is USB compatible, so you don't have to. You can plug it into a mixer if you want to, but you don't have to. I'm using the USB right now. It's awesome. great quality, great audio, all the good stuff. So I highly encourage that mic all the time. And shout out to my podcast mentor, Jennifer Longworth, of Lexington Podcasters, who helped me navigate all of these products ahead of time. So thanks. And then of course, what nerdy girl accessory could we not like have? Like, I'm not wearing pins because I really want the snap to kind of like shine through today, in my ugly sweater, but I'm all about all the pin sanity pins. This is something, a shop that's online, both mostly accessible on Amazon. And I love the fact that you can just pick out anything from Star Wars related things to just nerdy stuff like the Elements table. I have an away from keyboard pin. I've got my digital hearts. Anything that's like funny, nerdy stuff, you're going to find it. STEM related things are on there as well. I'm a huge enamel pin person. So definitely encourage people to go check that out. That's one of my favorite things to gift to other people because of my obsession a little bit with pins. And then I think the last thing is really more tech, which would be around productivity and maybe like calmness. So the Calm app, totally recommend that. One of my favorite things. One of the free things that comes around with that app is the soundscapes and things. So, you can listen to like some of the newer soundscapes they put on there are so more like lo-fi tech, like being on the starship and hearing like the sounds of what that would look like, or sound like in sleeping, like you're on the starship somewhere. There were some really, really cool ones and related to the Dune movie that came out not too long ago. So if you follow that movie, that actually had some other really cool soundscapes of being out in the desert, things along those lines. But apart from that, let me just say, like, I absolutely love the fact that the Calm app has also this balance of meditation services, meditation classes that you can take. So there's a lot of times in the middle of the day where I have an extra 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to take this extra 10-minute meditation and just chill within the Calm app for 10 minutes. I can be in my car. I can be at home. It's really accessible wherever you have access to this app. So I really love Calm for that purpose, not only for the sedation part of going to sleep, but also like the other half of encouragement and positivity. There's all kinds of different people that have different types of channels on the Calm app, which is really neat as well. I listen to Jay Shetty all the time. He's one of my favorite people that I listen to. Yeah, he's amazing. Is he not? Like,
and he's entire platform. Well, his eyes alone, right?
Right. God bless his wife, right?
Like, what did you say?
God bless his wife.
Her too. Have you seen her?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Gorgeous. So that's just one of the many things that I like, my favorite things. Apart from my normal standard everyday eating things, which is like LA and chocolate covered peanuts. Those are like my favorite things. So I highly encourage people to check that out. Our list of favorite things. Like, I'm so happy that we actually put that together. I know, right? So yeah, I just kind of want to check back in on the gingerbread house making. How we doing over there, Priscilla? Are we doing?
I'm afraid. Hold on. This time I put it on a serving tray, right? So I can lift it up to show you guys what I'm doing so far.
Yay! Brava! Brava!
This is with two different kits, because my one was a big fail because the pieces were all broken. So that's okay.
I love this.
Mama gonna figure it out. So
it's looking good.
I do like this a lot.
I'm doing my kids, it's doing the kids project for them for school. I got it. Don't worry, Mama's gonna take care of it.
That's right. Get it.
I think I missed something. Oh well. Okay. So what's up?
So next I have on here is some holiday trivia. It's more of like holiday trivia, like did you know and would you rather. So we can play either game first, whatever you would like to do. I think on our list it was actually the holiday would you rather game. Okay,
got it.
Okay, so for people who don't know, and I feel like I have to explain it just for 2 seconds. for those who don't know, it literally is asking a question, would you rather? It's almost like a truth or dare situation, but without the actual daring and the physical, like, daring.
I can't do that. I can't do that right
now. So the would you rather, just a series of questions. I'm going to just randomly put them out, and then you guys can respond however you want. Let me put this up right here. Okay, so would you rather be a part of Santa's reindeer team, or would you rather be a part of Santa's workshop?
Workshop, obviously.
I'd say workshop. The reindeer, those are the workhorses.
My bones cannot handle. I can't.
Right.
I'm gonna get up from here, guys. I'm gonna get up from here, and I'm gonna be in pain. So I cannot do reindeer.
I'm laughing so hard at y'all. So literally, I was thinking, honestly, I thought I was gonna be part of Santa's team. That's what I was thinking. This would be fun.
I initially thought that, and then I was like, yeah, we're gonna do the workshop.
you said part of his team, and I was like, well, work. Let me go move. I'm gonna whatever B is.
Okay. Next question. Loudly sing Jingle Bells every time you walk into a room, or have to wear Santa suit to school every day?
I gotta sing because his suit's too hot for me. Right? Too hot.
If it was every day during the winter, I'd wear the suit. But otherwise, I would sing. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
But you have to do the same. I wonder if you have to do the same song, right?
Right. Yeah. Loudly sing Jingle Bells every time you walk into a room.
Yeah, because you can do different kinds. Like when I read reviews, I read them in different voices.
I love that.
That's genius. I need to learn from you, Priscilla.
Right. We've been
That's what I did when we were looking at the B&B places. I was reading it. Voices. We got to go here.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. So, would you rather have Frosty the Snowman or Rudolph as a friend? That's the real question, folks.
Rudolph.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my boy Rudy. I'm sticking with Rudy on that one.
Me too, because I just want to be able to fly. So, like, if we need to like go somewhere, we could just like go. You know what I mean?
Right. And Frosty might melt. Like Frosty can't go to Miami with me.
Yes.
I've seen Frozen. I know how this works.
Right. We know all too well.
I love it. Okay, so the next one is live in a giant gingerbread house or ride on the Polar Express.
Is it my gingerbread house? It's not safe. It's not safe.
It's not up to code. Wait.
The condemned gingerbread house.
You'd eat your house and then you'd be out in the cold. I got to do whatever the other one, the Express. Did you say Orient Express?
Polar Express. Yeah, the Orient Express is slightly different, and it is people not living. So, like,
oh,
yes.
A different one.
Let's do
not that one.
Let's go with that.
I would do the Polar for sure. I like to travel. I like to move. Right? Like I want to.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm for just train anyway.
Can we do that one of these times? Let's go do it from a train. We'll do a podcast from a train.
We could.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Actually, it's a great idea. That was the best idea. Seriously, we could totally do it.
More ideas. I've got a glue gun and a bunch of sugar here. I'm full of the ideas are coming.
I love it.
They're coming.
Okay, so the next question is: have a nose that? Oh wait, I've already done Rudolph enough. See the Nutcracker or dance in the Nutcracker?
Dance in the Nutcracker.
I'll dance if Cicely's doing it. I'll dance with her too. Okay,
I'm with all three.
I can go this way. I'm with Cicely. I was doing that one. I'd want to dance. I mean, I think that would be such even though I would probably like fall and bust my butt multiple times, but I think it would be so beautiful to like be a part of that storyline. I just feel like it's so magical, the story of the Nutcracker.
I'll do it with you guys.
Awesome. I'm just thinking of like we could have like a trio, because it wouldn't be a solo, but a trio to the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Oh my gosh, I would totally do that.
I think it would work out well.
Okay. You get that together. I'll figure out how to get these train tickets.
There we go. And Danielle, you're on costume. You're on costume picking.
Danielle will bring the mics and stuff, right? We need some Bobby Brown headsets.
Right. Set
like,
design,
right. I'm so for set design. I would do it all. And then every 5 seconds, I had to get up and leave and turn off the lights and then maneuver the sound.
Right, and then just jump right back in as if nothing happened. Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so would you rather get many small presents for Christmas or get one big gift for Christmas? Ooh.
If I want to piss off my kids, no, I don't want to do the mini ones because that makes me mad because it makes me think of all those stupid LOL things that my daughter got, and they're no. I want one big one, one meaningful big present, right?
I can totally see that. What about you, Cicely?
Ooh, I'm thinking because, like, I mean, if we're talking like a house versus like keys to a car, keys to a house. You know what? I'm gonna go with the mini little presents. You can get creative with that. You can get very creative.
Yes.
Or, it could be a big present with a whole bunch of stuff in it. So see, there's a lot of ways.
Now we've done this before. Someone did us dirty for Dirty Santa, and I mean, it was this big old box, and then went all the way down to like a box as big as my hand. Full of stuffing. I won't mention who you are, Uncle, but that's one of those situations where I'm like, y'all knew better.
Oh, see, that's terrible. See, I'm gonna go with the mini small gifts for sure.
Okay, so would you eat cereal with eggnog instead of milk, or would you do a candy cane sandwich?
Anna's gonna come running in here. She heard you say eggnog.
What's bourbon?
Ooh.
I know. I got lost. Okay, I heard eggnog and then I just shut down. So I'm gonna say whatever the eggnog thing was. I'll just go with that.
I'll have to do peppermint and bread because I'm not an eggnog fan. I'm the weird person who just does not like eggnog. It tastes weird. I used to like it, and then
there's so many of
the non-alcoholic version is what I used to drink as a child. And then I tried it as an adult, and it's not for me.
I always crept into Granny's eggnog even when I wasn't supposed to. So I was definitely that kid. But I absolutely, and maybe that's the reason why I love bourbon eggnog so much. It reminds me of grandma. But I love a good eggnog. So anything with eggnog. I've actually had eggnog and cereal because I didn't have milk. So
Danielle.
What kind of cereal? But what kind of cereal do you have to do?
It was I did mine with Captain Crunch. No, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
And that was really good because it was the flavors were all there. I've also done the actual Captain Crunch with the berries. And then what was one that I've done before that I didn't care for? I can't remember. I'm a huge cereal person, so it doesn't matter. So I love cereal with any kind of milk, so that works out for me.
We need to do cereal dates.
Oh my gosh,
because Tanya and I used to do that before. We used to that's how we catch up, right?
Yeah.
Night we would grab a bowl of cereal and we just meet up and we just sit and we just talk.
I love it. That's really smart.
So yeah.
Okay, so I've got like 4 more. Do we want me to keep going?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so have tree tinsel hair or fingernails that light up like a Christmas lights.
I can't decide. You can't make me choose between those two.
The nails. I'm going with the nails. I'm gonna be like this.
The tinsel would be hard to wash your hair, right? That'd be difficult. That's not good, right?
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Tinsel would be in your hair.
A beauty person, she's gonna say, "I can't. You can't."
This is what I was gonna do it today, though. I was gonna put tinsel in my hair today. I'd like do like strands and braid it like in here, but I realized that would probably be offsetting to my background, so I decided not to do it. But yeah, that's a good idea. It's not a bad thing. It'll work for the kids, and then let the kids clean their hair and like do it that way. See if that works.
Right.
Okay. Receive socks for Christmas or a dictionary.
Wait, what?
Receive socks for Christmas or a dictionary.
Socks for sure.
And as much as I love dictionaries, like it's all digital now. Like I don't need a physical dictionary anymore. I can do a digital dictionary, but you can't have enough socks. I love socks. Like,
did you know that people like preserve the dictionaries though? Like Cicely, that people are preserving them because
Really?
They're not being printed. Everything's online.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I get that. That makes sense. Like like a keepsake dictionary.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Like, I didn't know that was a thing until I saw it on the internet the other day, and I was like, people preserve them? Like, I'm confused. Like, almost like the old school, like when your kid Britannica encyclopedia.
Yes. Oh my, those were the best. I don't care what anybody says. That's one thing that I'm sad doesn't exist anymore. I just remember like being able to go into the library as a kid. So like I think through like maybe middle school is kind of where everything changed for me. So about 20 years ago is when everything started to get like super digital. More than 20, like 20, 22 years ago. But I remember going and like, I want to learn about manatees today, and then going to the M and finding manatees and seeing pictures and learning about their habitat. Like that was an awesome experience. You can't duplicate that unless you go to the aquarium yourself, but that was an awesome experience. I miss that, definitely.
I love that. Okay, so is that you too? You said socks, Priscilla.
I like socks, yeah. Well, what about you?
I'm a sock person too. I feel like if I did anything, I like socks. I don't wear socks year round, like at all. Like I love, like my husband and some of my kids, like they're like sockaholic because they're true to wearing socks year round. Right. I'm a foot breather, so I only wear socks in the winter, and then after that, Mama roam free once again. So that's just kind of how I do it. But I love socks. Yeah. Okay, the couple last ones here are buy stuff for yourself or $1,000 to buy stuff for others.
Ooh.
Wait, I got $1,000 for myself or for others?
Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and be selfish. I'm going to say 1,000 for myself because I will struggle with this. I have like a gift card. I have a gift card for my birthday, and I don't know what to get because I just sit there and I'll go, well, you know what we need?
Or the kids could really use this.
Yeah.
Right.
I would like to splurge on myself.
Yes.
But then I feel really guilty about it afterwards. But
and is that not such a great topic also to discuss as we talk about like the holiday season, when to invest in ourselves and times where maybe seasons of life where we want to invest in others. Mm-hmm. And I feel like and depending on where you are in the world and what your structure is in and around you, the default answer is always give to others, give to other people. But we're starting, and I'm really starting to see more of us in these spaces, specifically women in tech, women creatives. Like we're in the space where like, no, we're going to reserve some of that for my cup. And I feel like that is something we definitely need more of in 2023, as we kind of talk about, whether to spend and invest in ourselves or spend and invest in others. And there's a happy medium, folks. Like I feel like, in my opinion, there's a happy medium. You can do both. Mm-hmm. No one said you can't. It's possible. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all the questions that I have for Would You Rather. Thanks for playing, everybody. That was kind of fun. I enjoyed that.
It was. I liked it.
I'm like,
okay. And I like the fact too there were kind of quirky questions and not like the standard typical ones.
Right.
So this kind of goes straight into our next segment of fave holiday memories. Maybe some childhood memories that you have, or your fave holiday memories, or something you've had recently. So I can kind of kick this one off, just to give you all wiggle room to acquire thoughts. I have had I want to say I was 12 years old when I actually acquired. This also kind of broke my belief in Santa per se, but it also was like a thing something that I didn't realize that I wanted, that I needed. So when I was like 12, I had made Santa a list. My mom had encouraged me to do the whole thing, the whole 9 yards, write to Santa, tell him what you want. And I did that. And then that Christmas, I didn't get hardly anything that I actually asked for on that list at all. Mm-hmm. But I also was gifted a guitar that Christmas. And that was like one of the most things that I didn't know that I needed until I got it. And that just really kind of helped kick off me being more like creative in different ways. So obviously music is a big part of my life, big part of my family upbringing, big part of my personal upbringing. But it was really cool that most of the instruments that I was singing were all vocal, and so the fact that I was given this guitar was kind of cool. And then I found out later that the guitar was actually a family member's guitar, so that was really cool that I got passed down. I didn't realize what it was until I got it. So that was one of my favorite Christmases. And also what made that super special was this was the year that the Beatles One album came out. I'm telling on myself right now.
Nice.
The Beatles One came out and I was everyone was like, not everyone, but the people that actually care about the Beatles were actually like, this is like the album. And my parents actually got that for me for the holidays. And I clearly remember on Christmas, it was like later on Christmas Day, not the morning of, but it was cold, but it was sunny outside. And I just literally put that in my CD player and put my headphones on. And I took the most beautiful, tranquil walk listening to the Beatles album and just enjoying and being happy and fruitful. So that's one of my fave holiday memories as a kid, just being free in my elements. Even though I'm sure my parents were just like, it's the Beatles. But I just feel like it was such a cool moment for me to kind of be in my elements and still appreciate all the wonderful things that the holidays are about, family, friends, loved ones, being together, that sort of feel. So grateful for that. I had that moment, just a little bit of seclusion with a little walk out in the woods, listening to the Beatles in my CD headphones. Do we call that
Discman?
Discman, yeah.
Gosh, if you said that to Liam, he'd be like, "Excuse me, what is that?" I can't even. Like, it's just so funny. They don't even exist anymore, right? Like,
no, they don't. They don't.
And that used to be like the thing, right? Like everybody had what, like I think it was cassette recorders a bit like initially, but then like that faded very quickly. So by the time I was Liam's age, like if you didn't have a Discman or like a 5-disc CD player like set up for your room, like who were you even?
Right, exactly. Now when we mention that to
funny.
these kids now, they're like, oh, that thing that dude listens to in Guardians of the Galaxy, that whole thing.
Oh my god.
Old dude. You said old dude.
Old dude. Yeah. Because you were born in the 1900s. It makes a big difference.
Oh man, when you put it like that, Cicely.
Liam got me with that one day. He's like, oh my god, like he's just like out of nowhere. He's like, oh my god, you were born in the 1900s. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, I was. Oh my god. And I'm like, that's kind of gross. And I was like, see, you cannot. I said, because everybody that's older than me, younger than me, just about like we were all born in the 1900s. So I was like, we got to differentiate at least which part of the century it was. Granny and Papa was the early 1900s.
1900s.
Mom was the late 1900s.
I love that so much because he just clumped it all together, like colonialism and everything. He said, you in that era, Mom.
And like how 90s is vintage now. Like it just took me out. And I'm like, wow. Like,
right. Ooh. That's a good point. Oh my goodness.
And like 80s used to be vintage, right? Like, Stranger Things to me is like they're doing things and talking about things that I don't like necessarily know because I was a baby in the 80s, but a kid of the 90s. And so they talk about things there. I'm like, oh, I vaguely remember that, or my mom would talk about it, or my brothers would, because they're 80s kids, and my brother was a 70s, like late 70s baby. So like, those things we talk about. And then like, your kids know nothing about those things. And then now you were born in the 1900s. So.
Oh my word.
Awesome. It's terrible. Priscilla, what about you? What about any like good Christmas holiday childhood memories that you have?
So I kind of freaked out, halfway through this thing. And I'm like, what story, what memory do I have, right? And I guess my thing, because I'm so old, I was in the 1800s.
Oh man.
I can't think far that back. So think that far back. Woo! Glue gun's getting to me, folks. I was thinking about a recent one. I say that I haven't had my favorite memory yet, right? I think we're going to be making them now that we're where we're at now. But I remember after the divorce, the Minis and I, we spent our first Christmas was with Tanya in Weirton. And I remember that was the first time I had felt like Christmas in a very, very long time. And it was just so great because it's like, when you first become a single mom and you're doing everything, and I had, my backup with me, and I think that was right before COVID too, right? So we were all getting sick and everything. I got to relax. I got to relax. I got to help her wrap up gifts and become like we were little elves. And I helped her go out and do some Christmas shopping. And it was just like the best time. I remember we were driving in the car, windows down, hats on, and we were singing Christmas tunes.
Aww.
And it was so fun. Like we did a carpool karaoke, and it was just great. I guess that would be my favorite Christmas memory.
I love that.
And I love that it includes the babies too, that they're included. Yeah. I think that's awesome. I love it. Oh, I like how all of our, like, my memory has music involved with it too. And I don't know if it's because like Danielle kicked off the music memory, or like music is that intertwined in all of our lives. Yeah. But mine is like a very similar thing. It's surrounding like music. But like Danielle said, in my house, like music was always playing. There was always music. So even around Christmas, like you get the R&B Christmas, you get the Temptations Christmas, you get the like the gospel tunes as well. Right. But I remember one Christmas, I think I was 5th grade or 6th grade, and I asked for a karaoke machine, like thinking there's no way my parents are gonna let me have a karaoke machine. And I was like, I know which one. It had like the little microphone, and this one was like right before they came out with the CD karaoke. Or no, it was a CD, but then it had like the cassette too. So I was like, okay, that's like all I really want for Christmas. And I'm like, they're not going to give me this. Cause like, I mean, maybe, I don't remember, maybe a couple $100. I was a kid. I wouldn't pay attention to how much it cost. But I was just like, there's no way. Cause like my dad's older. So like my dad at the time was probably in his 50s. So, and I mean older as in like, he was an older dad for a kid my age. Yeah. So like he didn't like a whole bunch of noise, right? So like there's no way that he's gonna buy a karaoke machine. Well, I saw this big box under the tree, and I was like, oh my God, this is a karaoke machine. So it was the karaoke machine. Again, it's like, I think 5th or 6th grade, so I was 10 or 11. And I got the karaoke machine, and I had that thing all through high school. Like, I think I was a freshman in college before, like, I gave it up. Because, like, you couldn't really use it anymore. And I didn't have no CDs really at that point. It was like an iPod. And, like, the crazy thing about it is I use, like, so I would, like, this kind of ties into like kind of what I ended up doing with my life and kind of the trajectory of like things I enjoyed doing. I would create like my own news broadcasts.
Yes.
I would use a blank cassette tape, and I'd record like, this is Cicely Carter reporting live for like whatever news. Wow. And I'd be like, like I told you I love reality TV, so it was just kind of starting. And I'd be like, next up on whatever, like so and so's dating so and so. Oh, the shame. Like I would create little shows. And it was like it's very on brand for me now, but like back then I was like, my parents must have thought I was nuts because they would hear me doing this. Because you hear like through the karaoke machine, it's like loud. It's like, you can turn it up and down, but like you could hear my voice permeating through the house because I'm recording shows. And then I'd like play music and I'd sing along, and then you could record yourself like with the cassette singing. I'm like, I know my parents thought I was nuts. Like I was a crazy kid, but I had, 10 years of fun just about with that karaoke machine. I did like a school project in high school where I did a news broadcast with my best friend on ancient Rome. Like we were ridiculous. Like it was the best thing ever. My teacher from high school told us, like she sees my friend, he works downtown, so she told him that she still has that cassette tape. It's one of her most cherished memories.
Oh my gosh!
She'll laugh. She'll listen to it. And she's like, I can just tell you all put so much like energy and time into it. We got an A on it. But like just, and it all leads back to that karaoke machine I didn't think I was going to get, because I was like, there's no way my parents are going to buy me a karaoke machine that was, $200 at the time. Because what am I going to do? Our house wasn't that big. So they were going to hear, like, they heard me and they'd be like, you got to turn that down. Like, it's too loud. You're talking too loud. Like, can you not do that right now? Like, your dad's, trying to do something in here. So the karaoke machine, I'm going to get one now. I need to get one.
Well, I was wondering if you have one. We have one. We did have one.
Oh my gosh. I hope that you have one.
Spooner, we're getting a new one now. So, but we were listening to The Greatest Showman. Like I have in my Facebook memories. That's how Max, I think he was kind of delayed in verbal, but he picked up a lot. Like he started really going with that, with that soundtrack. That really helped him out. Yeah. Oh, the karaoke machine. Okay. So we have so many. So next year, Ugly Sweater karaoke.
Yes!
Oh my gosh. Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
You want to start putting in your song requests now, right? Yeah, Anna's over there singing.
I love it. I never knew karaoke brought so much joy, right? Like,
yes.
It's just so much fun, and it literally one of the best memories of my life revolves around the karaoke machine. Like, it's ridiculous in the best way possible.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love this so much. Okay, so
you taking notes, Danielle?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. Like right now, I'm like
Google,
writing them down.
Karaoke machines, they're cheap now.
Oh yeah, we can that, and you can use that as a business expense.
Yes. See, and they have like the wireless mics now that have like that make the sound. Oh my gosh. Priscilla, you done sent me down a rabbit hole.
Yes.
I'll put you down that rabbit hole every single time we have a conversation.
I love it. I'm going down the karaoke machine rabbit hole today. That'll be my new thing.
Well, let me know. I'll check in with you later.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm so excited.
I love it. I'll have to share some links with you guys.
I know, so I'm like, ooh, what's this look like? I'm excited to kind of like if we do like a little side by side of the lyrics, somebody else can sing with us.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to do it. Definitely.
I'm already signing people up in my mind.
I love it.
Can I share? I think I'm done.
Okay, gingerbread house reveal. Oh man, just when
this is something I just put together.
Just threw it together. It's
wow,
beautiful.
That is beautiful.
This is Wonder Shop at Target cherry cotton candy as the grass.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love the top, like your tiles on the roof. I love.
Oh yeah, I know. And then I was sad because I was like, oh, I still have some I can eat later.
I love it. That's so pretty. In record time, no less.
I know, right? That's
so much better than last year. I think last year I got it done and then I held it up and it fell apart.
I remember that.
That one, I do remember that. We don't have to relive that. That's okay.
Like, rough times.
We may do with that.
We may do with that.
Oh.
So gingerbread reveal one more time, Priscilla, if you want to hold up your piece here. There we go.
So
woo, that is so pretty. Look at you on the fly. Brava.
This is also another new business venture, I guess.
I love Priscilla's always with the business ventures. I love it. She's always
give it an Italian name and then
yes.
No, it would be French, right? Ginger.
Okay, hey.
Ginger.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know what bread is. What is bread? Fromage? Is that what it is? No, that's cheese.
That's cheese.
Well, I would still do a cheese house. I'll do a cheese house.
That can be out of cheese. Cheese will be extra ones. I love this. Oh my gosh, how cute. Okay, so our kind of like wrap up segment is all the things for New Year aspirations. So that's what's going down. 2023. We got some things going down. I just kind of want to see like what are y'all thoughts for aspirations in 2023? Mine is to do less. That's my aspiration for 2023. Is to do less. I can do more with less. And so I'm really working on how I want to combine that element and thread it throughout the next year. I don't want to hear, don't none of y'all tell me on this broadcast right now that 2023 is going to be the year. It's going to be my year. We ain't claiming none of that. We're just going to put it on the shelf because we just want to, we really ain't about that life. I think it's really important that we be real with, real, period. And authentic. And I think that's what's really gotten us through this past year in a lot of areas of tech and creative spaces for women is we've been listening to ourselves a little bit deeper and acting on it faster instead of thinking about it. Wish I couldn't have. I'll get to it after XYZ, and then XYZ happens and then we never return back to the intentions of ourselves. So I think we're learning a little bit faster from 2022. And my aspiration for 2023 is to do more with less. What about y'all?
I love that.
Danielle, Cicely.
I know this is loaded. I'm like,
I know. I was like,
I would just say kind of this very similar in like lowering expectations, and not to say that like I expect myself, like I'm expecting less of myself, but not putting so much pressure on myself to conform to whatever I feel I need to do. Like whatever I feel I need to do, I'm not accepting that. Like I'm just gonna do the things that I want to do and just kind of let things flow more naturally. Like have a loose plan, like hold on to it gingerly, but don't like grip onto things. Like don't hold so much pressure and have so much anxiety around things if they don't happen exactly the way I feel they should or want to. Just letting go a little bit more and loosening the reins and just again like kind of living in the moment, going with I'm trying to flow. This is what I'm trying to be like, just like this throughout the whole year, like a leaf, just floating and flowing. So being more easy, like letting things just flow with ease is kind of where I'm headed.
Hi, Jessie! Hey, Jessie! Like for the past couple of years, I've said that my word, everyone's like, what's your word, right? And I've been saying it's unstoppable, right? And I feel like, girls, can we talk amongst, come in a little closer? I'm going to be 50 in 2023 and it hurts. So I don't think unstoppable works anymore for me, but I actually think that my word would be stop. Instead of something, and it's like what you guys are saying, slowing down. Yes. And, kind of really get into, I think, I was in a scarcity thing for so long, keep moving. And it's like, I've really enjoyed, like, we've been here settled in with Spooner for a couple of months and in the house. And then he and I've been together as of yesterday, 13 months.
All right.
It's really nice because now I feel like I am able to breathe. I remember one day I took a walk when it was the nice weather, right? And I remember being able to, I was so thankful that I had that now, that I could breathe and I can absorb everything in. And I think that's the thing is where I'm at right now. It's like I have everything, right, that I want, that I need. And it's like I've got my friends and, coming up on 50, you think about what is important. And it's important in a different way than what it was before.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love that. And I love how full circle that is. The things that we start out with are sometimes the things that we get tested with or tried with. But at the end of the day, we're left still with those things, but not in the way that we originally intended it to be. Right.
Yes.
So I love the fact that you say that, Priscilla, because I feel like that is so the mindset of the holiday season. For some people it's the trudge and the drudge and the putting all together. But at the end of it all, it's starting with the same original elements of your heart and ending up in the same elements of the heart, just in a different way that you didn't see before. And I just feel like that's so transformational as we kind of, celebrate all things holidays. So whether you're lighting the menorah or you're holding off for Kwanzaa, either way it goes, like I feel like all those transitions happen during the season and it becomes so fruitful as you go into the new year.
I love it. I couldn't have said it better. I love how like we're all in the same wave though. Like we're all in different places in our lives. Like not speaking about age, but we're all in different places of our lives. Just like family, career, whatever. And I feel that it's beautiful that we're all kind of taking the same step back and just like I'm okay. Like you said, like I'm the unstoppable. I feel like that's how like that was like my life. Like the scarcity mindset, the same thing. Like I'm okay not being that way. Yeah. Like I thought that's how I had to be, right? And like especially as a single parent and when you're the only person who, is doing all the things. And then when you get to a place where that doesn't have to be your truth anymore and that doesn't have to be your life, and then you're allowed that space to breathe and the time to yourself, I think it makes such a huge difference. And I'm enjoying breathing. Breathing's good.
Yes.
Feels good.
Breathing is life.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, well, I think this is a good wrap, y'all. Like this, we've done all the things. We have done the trivia. We've done the gingerbread house. We talked about favorite memories. Like, I just feel like that's a big part of what we wanted to do in the space, was just kind of let our hair down virtually and just enjoy the giggles and the laughs and the impromptu conversations and the wisdom that we speak into each other. I hope that this continues to be a continual conversation for you beyond just this moment, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Ladies, is there anything you want to leave us with today?
Well, I just wanted to say to you guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm feeling like the things are coming up.
Right. We're all just like standing.
Right.
I love it. I think it was great. I love being in the space with the two of you, and I think it's always such good, positive energy. And we got to do it again. And I promise next year I will have a damn gingerbread.
Well, we're changing that. We're not doing gingerbreads anymore. Sorry. We're doing karaoke. We're doing karaoke.
Right.
We have no time for gingerbread.
Only.
I have written all these down. It is documented on the internet at this point that we are doing Christmas karaoke or holiday karaoke, however you want to do it. It's a part of this segment. So
and I'm still waiting, Danielle. I did sing you, and we were supposed to duet, and I'm still waiting. Let me just say.
So we can do that on a different live.
Okay. I'll hop on my channel next.
I love it.
Okay.
I love you guys.
We
love you, Priscilla. And I guess for everyone out there watching, thanks for watching today. Have a wonderful, memorable, cherished holiday. We appreciate you for watching, and we'll definitely be doing this again sometime soon. So continue to follow myself, Priscilla, Cicely, MTG the podcast, Silly Celebrations. I'm just so excited that we got to do this together again for another year, ladies. Absolutely. I love you all. Bye, everybody.
Bye.